A Eames. I'm the International Student Recruitment Manager at Imperial College, London. Just going to give you a few updates about how the situation is here in the UK and specifically at Imperial. I hope you are all keeping well in the challenge. Obviously, this is a very unique situation we find ourselves in this year, and certainly the university sector has been working hard to mitigate the impact on our students. It's been undoubtedly a steep learning curve over the last few months, but we're hopefully in a much better situation moving forward into the new academic year. So I just wanted to give you a few updates on areas such as the admissions side of things. So if any students out there, sons and daughters who have an offer to study in the UK this year, generally will find that most UK universities are not kind of changing their offers, and that includes Imperial. We realise that all students, well, virtually all students will have been affected by this, so very much so we've decided that the fairest way to go ahead with the admissions side this year is to take the exam results or the certificate results that we receive at face value. So this seems to be the fairest way. We believe the measures put in place by the various qualifications and exam boards will be a true reflection of the student's ability as best as possible. However, just to say, of course, we will re-examine any applications where a student may not meet their grades. So when it comes to kind of confirmation week during August, we will of course look back through an application if the student doesn't meet their offer, and quite possibly this year there will be many more near misses accepted than in previous years due to the situation we find ourselves in. Also to say, we do realise that some students may receive their results much later this year, so usually our deadline is July and we have extended our standard deadline to August. However, we are aware that some results may come out later than this, so we do say please just let us know as soon as you have confirmation of when results will be released, if it is going to be after this August deadline, and we will try and accommodate that as best as possible. In terms of what the new academic year will look like, obviously this is going to vary across the universities in the UK and of course within sort of different subject areas and departments, but generally most universities are going for a kind of blended approach in terms of the offering. Certainly that's what we're doing at Imperial. We really want to welcome our students into the new academic year. Our term will start on time. We will be starting on the 3rd of October as usual. And we do want students to come and be with us if possible and if that's appropriate. So campus is due to be opening then. The exact format of the year may differ between different departments, and any students who do have an offer to study with us will hear more specific information from their departments over the coming weeks on how things will work out. But generally what we'll be looking for is to prioritise the kind of smaller group teaching in, say, lab space, for example, in person, and then moving to larger lectures, the larger kind of groups online. So this will allow us to implement social distancing, have less people on campus at the same time, but not losing out those valuable experiences where face-to-face teaching is really important. It may be that some departments actually shift their timetables around a little bit, so that maybe some of the more practical work actually happens later on in the degree, so that this coming term there are less people on campus in the autumn, but that will vary slightly. Overall, we really want to say is that all the information that we would expect to cover in the degree will go ahead. It just may be in a slightly different kind of format and a slightly different sort of timetable as well. One thing as well to note is that of course not all students are going to be able to join us in October, whether that's due to delays in a visa, for example, travel restrictions. So we're very much preparing for this as well. So where a student can't actually arrive on campus, we will support them through online learning the first parts of their degree until they can arrive. And in terms of the offering online, I know there are concerns over what this might look like and the kind of quality. Well, rest assured, the same academics will be delivering this as they would be in person. Our world-class academics will be delivering these programmes. We've actually been doing things like recording lectures for a number of years at Imperial, so students could access these in their own time. So this isn't such a real step change for us. What we have done is implement new and exciting kind of additions to this to complement the kind of standard teaching in the last few months. So we've had students doing virtual field trips, doing biodiversity, conservation research kind of remotely, and all coming together to work to analyse the data. So it's going to be a little bit different, but we really believe that we won't be kind of lessening the quality of the experience and the education.